In this video, we will introduce the high-speed counter, pulse control, and SCADA control of servo drive. The first part is the high-speed counter configuration. Here you can see there are 5 channels: HSC 0, HSC 1, HSC 4, HSC 2, and HSC 3. And they can configure to be AB mode, ABZ mode, up-down mode, or pulse direction mode. But you need to pay attention to, in ABZ mode, the Z-phase input is only for X4. So it only can configure one channel ABZ input at the same time. And in this case, high-speed counter 4 is disabled. And for high-speed counter 2, 3, 4, there is only pulse direction mode. Direction input can be any vacant input, including low-speed input. Then it can click on the high-speed I/O. Here is high-speed I/O parameters. You can choose the mode for high-speed counter 0. And then turn to the high-speed I/O mapping. Here, this is to enable the different channels of high-speed counter, channel 0 to channel 4. And boolean this section is to clear the data of channels. Here is to display the state of the channels, whether it is in counting mode. And the last one is to display the high-speed to display the value of high-speed counter in this area. Also, you can use these addresses in the program, and according to the actual situation, to do other operations. For example, if when the value of the high-speed counter is up to 10,000, then PLC will execute an action. For now, besides up-down mode, other modes can be used normally. And for high-speed channel 0 and high-speed counter 1 can be up to 200 kilohertz, and others is in 120,000 hertz. And for the X import, it refers to the inputs on the CPU body, not for the extension I/O modules. The next part is the pulse control of servo. For the pulse control, here we can back to the high-speed I/O parameters. There is high-speed pulse enable. For example, there are 4 channels of high-speed pulse, channel 0 to channel 5. And here you can set it true. True, this means the Y0 is the pulse of this pulse control. If you want to connect want to control the directions of the motor, you need to connect a direction output to you need to connect the direction input of servo to any other vacant output of PLC. For example, now this Y0 is a pulse control output, and you can set the Y1 as a direction output. But here you no need to set the 10 to true because this enable function only works for the pulse control. And the frequency of this high-speed pulse is up to 300,000. Then, after the configuration on this high-speed pulse area, you have to connect the wire of PLC and servo drive. For this part, you can refer to the user manual of FV5 series installation manual. Then after the hardware configuration, you need to call the instance of PTO map virtual, because we have to map the pulse control to an actual axis. Here we need to create a device here, virtual drives, set name, and then here to call the FB map. This is PTO map virtual. To map the PTO high-speed pulse to a virtual drive. Then we can add an action here to do the instance call. F2 instance call FB map. Then bind the axis. Here this is enabled to start to execute the map function. And here is channel. Channel is here we set is channel 1. Yes, channel 1. And the direction is 2. A channel is 0 because it start from 0 is 0. And if we want to connect the direction to the 1 2, this one, and the direction is to be set 2. For the numerator and denominator, we can set it to 1. And then we can add a power, MC power. Here we set it to true. After mapping, you can normally to add a, for example, FB power to power the servo, pulse type servo, and make it run in velocity or in position. Yes. So this is the program of the high-speed pulse. For the servo drive control, there is another method. We call it HSC control. For SCADA control, as we said in last video, here you need to add a device under SCADA device. Here we can choose from Shanghai Flexem. Here, currently there is only this device description we released. Here we choose FV5NV1.3, and then add an CIA 402 axis here. Here is a process data to set the control mode of the servo. You can set it to control in CSP or CSV or CST. There are different mapping groups. For example, the 1701 is supports the PP mode and CSP mode, and corresponding the output is 1B01. Then, if we want to control the CST mode, we can enable the 1702. Here we need to enable the expert settings and to change the PTO assignment to 1702 here, and also we need to change the input to 1B02. The inputs here to 1B02. For other mapping groups, you can search online. That's all for this video. Thanks for your watching.